that is profitable.
In debt, we trust.
I can tell you at Citibank and at other companies I've been in, many senior executives are extremely cynical.
Your choice, your chase.
In debt we trust, Polarity One, here on Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. We're talking to Keith Ernst, a senior policy counsel for the Center for Responsible Lending in Durham, North Carolina. We're also joined in studio by filmmaker and journalist Danny Schechter, who has a new film called In Debt We Trust. Your response to the subprime lending and this unprecedented number of foreclosures in the country.
You know, Amy, when we talk about this, I think of a phrase we used to use back at ABC when I worked there. It's called MIGO, and that refers to my eyes glaze over. Whenever people hear about economic issues, they sort of tune out because it sounds very complicated. What this reduces itself to is a crime. We're talking about a crime, CSI, crime scene, and we're part of this crime scene. We're talking about a cesspool of corruption implicating some of the biggest banks and financial institutions in the country, inattention by the regulators. 52% of the agencies making these loans are not even regulatable because they're not federally regulated organizations. We're talking about millions of Americans who can't make their bills, who are squeezed beyond belief. And this is not just an issue for regulators. This is an issue for progressives to respond to. We need a movement here to try to take up these issues of economic justice in America because we're not paying attention to it. And this cuts across racial lines, it cuts across ethnic lines, it cuts across also political lines. We've set up Americans for Debt Relief Now, an organization like Bono does in Africa for debt relief. We need it in America. We have a website, stopthesqueeze.org, as a way to fight back, as a way for people who are in debt to stop being demonized by the media, which is what's happening now, and to be recognized as the victims they are.